Okay, hi guys, I think I'm live now. Please go to cracku.in/live if you want to take part in the test. If you don't want to take part in the test, if you want to just listen to the solutions, that also is fine with me. But I would recommend you to go to cracku.in/live or at least open it in one of the tabs so that you can actually take part in the test. We will be solving 5 sets. For every set, we'll have 15 minutes per set. I'll first give you 15 minutes. I'll ask you to solve it on your own. After the 15 minutes are over, I will solve that set. And after that, I'll give you the next set and the next set and so on. I would expect this to go on for around 2.5 hours. Let us see. Good afternoon to everyone. Please do like the stream. I'm looking to get to at least say 300 likes before the stream ends. I'll wait for another 2-3 minutes before starting the session. Okay. Hi Sonima. Hi Sanyam. Hi Naman Agarwal. Good to see a lot of students who come to our streams regularly. Yeah, I think everything is audible. Please do like this stream, man. We are like hundreds of people are watching this live, so I would want some likes. Good evening, Sri Mukesh. Good evening, Nitin Chanakigundam. Good evening, Naman. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to every one of you. I'll just wait for a couple of minutes before the starting posting the first question. Hi, Aman. Hi, Aditya. Hi, Sriram, Tarun, Swaroop, Aarti, Abhi, love from Ladakh. Okay, hi, man. I know that we can't post photos, but if it was possible, post some photos of Ladakh. I'll be very happy to see. Jitu is saying, sir, I'm scoring around 70 marks in dash CATs. Is this a good place to win if I want to score 95% plus in CAT? I think you're definitely on the right track. 70 marks in dash CAT as of now is a very good score. Continue to try to improve it. Definitely you can focus on and target above from 70 marks in dash CATs now to around 90 marks in CAT, which would ensure that you are scoring above 95% for sure. Good evening, Ruhi. Good evening, Aniruddha, Navisha, Keshav, Nidhi George. YouTube or Cracku Live, I would say go to cracku.in/live and keep YouTube open to the side. I think that would be a good thing. I'll be posting the first question in exactly 1 minute. That will be a set. Is it revision or practice? This is practice, man. I want to focus on solving. That is what I plan to do from now on. Every weekend whenever I'm conducting these sessions, I want to focus more on solving, less on revision, so to say. Okay, let us start. Good evening, Supraja. Good evening, Matthew. Good evening, Vikas, Devesh, Vijay, Aditya, Sri Mukesh, Inturi, Aditya Mulani. Okay, Mukesh wants a t-shirt for the winner. Okay, anybody who gets, if I say winner, then there'll be like cheating and all, man. How many questions are there? I think I would say, I don't know how many questions are there. There are 5 sets. Assume that every set has say 4.5, so there will be around 22 questions. So anybody who is getting 55 marks or more, I'll give a t-shirt, and maximum t-shirts I give will be 3. If say more people, if a lot of people get 55 marks or more, I'll pick 3 guys randomly and give a t-shirt. So that will be what I would suggest you do. Focus on trying to solve it. I don't know how many questions are there. There are 5 sets. Some sets have 4 questions, some set have 5 questions, and I think one set has 6 questions. I'm roughly assuming that there are 22 questions, 22 or 23 questions. Anybody who is getting 55 marks or more is eligible for the t-shirts, and I'll be giving 3 t-shirts. Okay, let us post the first question. Okay, before posting the question, okay, this is something that I forgot to mention. Today is the last day for people who are looking to register for CAT. I know it has been postponed once. I would ideally have requested you to not wait till the last day, but if you have waited for the last day, today is the last day to register for the examination. And do let me know if anybody knows how many people have registered till now. I think last known it was around 3.25 lakhs, but that I think was yesterday or day before yesterday. What is the registered ID? Let me know. I know that that is just the registered ID. The number of people who are actually applying will be lesser than that. But I just wanted to know if anybody has applied today, what is the number of people who have registered? You can mention in the chat. I will look at it. Okay, let us post the first question, guys. I hope you are ready. Okay. Do like this stream, guys. We have 76 likes. I want to get to at least 200 likes before the stream ends. Try to solve it. The question is there. Lower of it. Is it possible to score 99 percentile from 60 percentile with these 70 days? At least 95 percentile if first quiz doesn't work. See, I don't want to get into all of this, man, because these kind of things are only going to add more noise in your head. What I have noticed in my experience is the lesser the noise in your head, the more focused you will be and the more effective and productive you are. So don't focus on cluttering your brain with unnecessary or not needed information. Focus only on improving yourself. Try to focus on your strengths, your weaknesses. Try to solve a lot of questions. Try to cover the syllabus. These are things that are important. If you're focused on, okay, I'm 60 now, how much will I get? Or what is the chances? What is the possibility of me getting there? What is the probability? How many people have gotten it earlier who are 60 years? All of these things are not important because they are not going to ensure that your chances of getting 95 percentile or 90 percentile improve. Focus on what is in your hands, and what is in your hands is preparing, solving more questions, completing the syllabus, understanding the concepts, taking more mocks. These are the things in your hands. Try to do that. Naman Agarwal, hi sir, I got 70 and 80 and 78 in Dashcard 700. VRS is my strong area, 40 plus, but DA and QA not consistent, not getting 30 plus in both. How do I get DLR and QA marks consistently around 30, sir? Very good question, Naman. What I would tell you is, for DLR, what I would want you to definitely do is solve all the previous year's papers from CAT 2017 to CAT 2024. That should be your first step, where you are very comfortable with the DLR sets of previous year's papers. That itself will ensure that you are solving at least 1 or 2 sets correct in every mock. If you are solving 2 sets correct, that is scoring around, I think, 24 to 30 marks there itself. And if you can get some theta questions correct, that should be your first step. In addition to it, I would also request you to take the Cracku daily targets. They will help you quite a lot. For quant, I would focus on the 3 important topics: arithmetic, algebra, geometry. I would also focus on solving a lot of questions right now. That I think will be useful. Jitu is saying, thank you, sir. I get the feeling that you and Sally ma'am are working very hard for us. Thank you so much. But at the same time, please take care of yourself. Thank you. Much love. Okay. Thanks a lot, Jitu. These kind of messages mean a lot to me. Basically, we are also human. So if somebody asks us to take care of ourselves, I actually feel good, because I feel that at some point people forget that we are human and they just look at us as like some machine who is teaching or something like that. So this kind of message always is very heartwarming. So thanks a lot. Reshma is saying, I'm registering now. Okay, Reshma, please do register, and please do let me know how many people have registered. If you know that registered ID, that will be, it's just something that I'm curious about. Reshma is saying, sir, with absolutely no preparation, I scored 75% last year. Is it okay? I would say without any preparation, getting 75 is okay. That is, I think, very good. But at the same point, I would tell you that why should there be a situation where you haven't prepared at all? That I think is not the right way to approach an examination. With every examination, you should try to put in as much effort as you can. So at least this year, try to appear for the examination after a lot of preparation. Okay, guys, we got 87 likes. Please do like the stream, man. Let us try to get more likes. Anybody who just joined us and who is looking to take the test, go to cracku.in/live. Then you can take part in the test. If you don't want to take part in the test, that is okay. I'll give the explanation for this set. After the time is over, there are still 10 minutes left. In the meantime, I'll be answering any questions that you guys might have, which you can ask in the chat. Simran is saying, sir, last point show nahi ho raha hai. Okay, sorry. This is the last point. Okay. You can go to cracku.in/live if you want to take part in the test. Vaishnavi, right. Sir, I've started CAT 2025 preparation from few days ago, but I'm so stressed about it. How many mock sets do I need to solve on a daily basis? Please get me. You don't need to solve mocks on a daily basis. What I would tell you is very simple. If you have not taken CAT, in general, the attitude should be that I'm going to take the CAT examination. I want to enjoy the process, because whenever you enjoy the process, then you perform better. You should have joy in the journey. So first tell yourself that it is not about that examination. You want to just improve yourself in these 3 areas. That is, you want to get better at quant, you want to get better at verbal, you want to get better at LRDI. That is how I think your mindset should be. Your mindset should not be about, okay, that is my examination, how many marks should I score, what are the number of sets I have to solve. All of these things I think will just add more anxiety to you, which is not good. Now, how do you improve upon it? If you're trying to improve in quant, focus on solving questions. You should, if you are not comfortable with the questions, if you're not comfortable with the syllabus, focus on understanding the concepts. There are 3 important concepts which I discuss in all the streams in quant. They're arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and to an extent, modern maths, like say logarithms, functions, all of them. So first, try to finish the syllabus. Now, when you're trying to finish the syllabus, try to understand the concepts better. For LRDI, there is no fixed way in which you can improve, as in there is no concepts that you need to know. But for LRDI, like I mentioned many times in my stream, focus on solving from previous year's papers. That will help you a lot. Try to spend a lot of time in improving, in trying to solve LRDI sets. Even if you're not able to solve them, that is fine. You can look at the video solutions. If you download the previous year's papers, the PDFs of the previous year's papers, thank you. If you download the previous year's papers from Cracku website, you can get a link for the video solution directly in that PDF itself. That is why I would recommend you to download the PDF from the Cracku CAT website for the CAT previous year's papers. For verbal, I would request you to maybe inculcate a habit of reading. Try to read more articles on a daily basis. This should be your process. How many you solve, there is no fixed number. It all depends on how much time you are able to allot, how fast you are going to get the sets done or the questions done. But roughly, if you are looking for just a number, which is a good number to start off with, I would say try to solve 10 to 15 questions in quant every single day. Try to solve 2 or 3 LRDI sets every single day. And try to maybe solve 2 or 3 RCs every single day. This is basically the average. You can sometimes on your busy day, you can solve lesser. When you have more free time, you can solve more. But the most important thing is consistency. It should not happen that one day you put in a lot of effort and then you don't prepare for 3 days. That is just a recipe for disaster, because then you will see no progress. It is very important that you are consistent on a day-to-day basis. Then you will definitely improve. Sir, answers. There's still 4 minutes left, man. So I'll just keep the questions like this. Shivanshu is saying, sir, I'll start giving mocks from today and I'm a bit scared. Can you tell me some strategies to use in my mock, which I'll obviously use in the CAT examination? I would say try to learn one thing from your mock performance in every mock. You don't need to learn a lot. You don't need to analyze too much. You don't need to overcram with analysis. But after every mock, you should figure out that this is one thing I learned. One specific thing. Whether it is better time management, whether basically one mistake that you are doing, you should be able to identify. From every mock that you have taken, just one thing. You can, for example, say that, okay, I'm making some silly mistakes, or I'm picking the wrong sets, or I'm wasting a lot of time getting stuck in one question in quant, something or the other, but try to learn one thing from every mock. That is one thing I would advise you. The second thing I would tell you is, before you take a mock, take the mock seriously, in the sense that sit in front of the laptop at least 10 minutes before starting the mock and try to meditate for those 10 minutes. Try to get yourself into that zone of taking a mock, because that you can replicate in the examination also. Then you will feel less stress about the examination. And tell yourself that, okay, tell yourself a lie that this is the actual examination, because you'll be then mentally prepared. If you notice, there are a lot of chess players, before the start of any game, they meditate. They just close their eyes, they breathe in, breathe out, they do some sort of pranayam to ensure that they are much calmer. And I've noticed it myself. When you take a lot of breath in and a lot of breath out, basically it is one version of yoga. Not very difficult, some breathing exercises. If you actually do it, you feel much calmer and much more focused. This is something that a lot of chess players do, and I've realized it after noticing them, that they do it so that they can get into that zone of thinking and that concentration. you can try to inculcate that habit where you sit in front of your laptop 10 minutes before the mock starts, be fully focused and try to give your best. This you can replicate even on the day of the examination. On the other hand, if you just take a mock flippantly, you just sit in front of a laptop, you open some other tabs also, you have your phone nearby, say it is not a quiet place, then the point of taking the mock is completely lost. There is no point in taking a mock like that when you're distracted. Okay guys, please do like the stream. We have a lot of people who are watching the stream live. I would request you to please do like the stream so that we can get to our target of 300 likes before the stream ends. This is the first set. I would say this is a medium level difficulty set. If I'm not wrong, this is a set from IFT previous year's papers. Back when IFT used to conduct its own examination, they gave a set like this, which is an interesting set. Harsh Singh, I've been preparing for CAT 2025 and I just landed my first job yesterday as data analyst. Congrats, Harsh. I remember my first day in office at Rediff. That was the first job I had. And first job always is something that people cherish because suddenly you feel that you're independent, which is what I felt at that time. So enjoy this journey. You are also going to be more responsible when you get a job and continue working while taking CAT. It should not happen that you're quitting your job to prepare for CAT. That is something that I discourage quite a lot, as is evident in many of my streams. But again, congrats for your job. No, yes, sir. I don't think IFT is conducting a separate examination this year. It used to conduct a separate examination earlier, but it stopped doing it. Okay, guys, last 5 seconds. Before starting this question, I wanted to tell you about a Reddit subreddit that we have. The subreddit is called CAT Study Room. It is something that we monitor. Basically, we started this also because we don't want a lot of negativity. We have realized that in many of the subreddits, people are very negative and they are pessimistic, which I don't like. I feel that the more positive you are, the more optimistic you are, the more efforts you put in. And CAT preparation also requires you to be very, very optimistic and hardworking. That was one of the reasons we started this, to ensure that we try to post things which are motivating for students. So definitely do check it out. I also conduct a lot of AMAs on this Reddit, on this subreddit. So if you have any doubts about your profile or profile review, those kind of things you can always ask here. I'm also trying to get questions posted every single day to ensure that people solve those questions regularly. That I think is very important in the last few days up to CAT. So definitely do check it out. It is CAT Study Room. That is something that we monitor. And if you find it useful, definitely do follow it. Let us start the question. Okay. We'll see what is the information that is given and then we'll take it forward from there. What we are told is that there are 5 MBA students. Their names are given: Aman, Manish, Rohit, and Sandeep, and Vinay. These are the 5 guys. They have gotten campus placement into 5 different companies. The names of the companies are also given: Asian Paints, Dabur, Hindustan Unilever, ITC, L'Oreal, though not necessarily in that order. The cities of their job assignments are also given. They are Bhopal, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, and Patna. They are also avid book readers. Some themes that they follow are given. They are business management, classic fiction, historical fiction, mystery fiction, and non-fiction. So basically, what are the parameters that are there? We have the names, we have the companies, we have the cities, and we have the book, the theme of the book. So let us draw a table. Clearly, this has to be a table. The table will have 5 rows and it will have 3 columns. It will look something like this. This will be the name. The names are Aman, Manish, Rohit, Sandeep, and Vinay. What are the parameters? The parameters are company, city, and book theme. For this kind of a question, which is basically an Einstein's puzzle, it is also an arrangements question. I go through all the clues. When I go through all the clues, whatever information is given, I try to put it in the table. Then I come to the end of the clues. Then I continue to reiterate And then after reiterating once or twice, I try to figure out what are the important clues and I try to focus on them. And then I try to fill the table to the best of my ability, which is what I'll try to do even here. So Freak, how many sets will we solve? We will be solving 5 sets today, man. So let us get started. Vinay got placed in Asian Paints. So Vinay, the company, got placed in is Asian Paints. So now if you notice, this clue is completely used up. There is no information in this clue. So when I continue to reiterate, I won't focus on that clue. That is the reason I either cross it or in the examination, I just put a cross there. Aman is not placed in HUL. Here I don't cross it because I don't know which company Aman is placed in. So I haven't completely used it. So I'll just let it remain like that. Manish's job location is not Chennai. So this is not Chennai. And he does not like books on mystery fiction. And the book is not mystery fiction. Okay. Sandeep got placed in Delhi. The city that Sandeep got placed in is Delhi. Let me put a cross here. While Vinay is not placed in Mumbai. So Vinay is not in Mumbai. Aman likes reading books on historic fiction. Historical fiction. And is either placed in Chennai or Patna. So this guy is in Chennai or Patna. And the student who got placed in ITC, there is one guy who got placed in ITC, we don't know who it is, okay. Does not like mystery fiction, so this guy does not like mystery fiction. And his job posting is in the other city amongst Chennai and Patna. So this guy is not Aman, that is basically what is implied. And this guy also got placed in Chennai or Patna. So based on wherever Aman is posted, the other city amongst Chennai and Patna, this guy who got into ITC got placed in. The student who got placed in L'Oreal, okay, likes reading non-fiction books. So this guy likes non-fiction, okay, and is not posted in Mumbai. So this guy also is not placed in Mumbai. Now you kind of wonder who is placed in Mumbai because there are many instances that are given. We have to figure out. The student who likes reading classic fiction is posted in Bhopal. So this guy is posted in Bhopal. So let us look at the information that is given. We have information about ITC, we have information about L'Oreal, we have information about some guy in Bhopal and classic fiction. So we have some information about the cities, we have some information about the companies. About the books also we have some information, but not a lot. So let us, in this kind of situation, I'll reiterate through all the clues and then I'll try to figure it out. The first one is Aman is not placed in HUL. So Aman is not placed in HUL. So what are the companies Aman can be placed in? Aman is not HUL. Aman is not Asian Paints because that is Vinay. Aman is not ITC because ITC guy is the other guy that was discussed. Aman is also not L'Oreal because L'Oreal guy likes non-fiction. So Aman has to be the other company which is DILR. So Aman is DILR. So let me clear this. So Aman has to be DILR. So let me cross this out. Now I have known which city Aman is from, so I'll cross it out. Manish's job location is not Chennai. Okay, Manish is not Chennai. And he does not like books in mystery fiction. And he does not like. So which city can Manish be in? Manish, he's not Chennai, so he can be Patna. He is not Delhi because Sandeep is from Delhi. So it's not Chennai, it's not Delhi. He can be Mumbai, there is nothing stopping it from being Mumbai. And he can even be Bhopal. That also is possible. So one of these three Manish has to be from. Let us go to the next one. Vinay is not placed in Mumbai. If Vinay is not placed in Mumbai, who can be placed in Mumbai? We just discussed Manish can be placed in Mumbai. It is not Vinay, the guy who is placed in Mumbai. It is not Sandeep. Okay. It is not Aman. So the guy who is placed in Mumbai can be either Manish or Rohit. Only one of the two can be placed in Mumbai. Similarly, if you look at the three companies which are remaining, the companies which are remaining are HUL, ITC and L'Oreal. So ITC is one row, L'Oreal is another row, and HUL will be the third row. Amongst the three companies which are remaining here, this one, and this one. So amongst Manish, Rohit and Sandeep, one of them is from ITC, one of them is from L'Oreal, and one of them is from HUL. This is something that we will have to again keep in mind. Aman likes reading books on historical fiction. Okay, this I think we have already taken care. And is placed either in Chennai or Patna. This we will keep. The student who got placed in ITC does not like mystery fiction and his job posting is in the other city amongst Chennai and Patna. So this also is there. Again, we are not making any judgment. Let us go to the next one. The student who got placed in L'Oreal likes reading non-fiction books and is not posted in Mumbai. So let us again try to identify who got posted in L'Oreal. If you're trying to figure out who got posted in L'Oreal, that guy will be, it can be again either Manish or Rohit or Sandeep. It can be any one of them. The student who likes reading classic fiction is posted in Bhopal. So again we are told that the student who likes reading classic fiction is posted in Bhopal. Who can this guy be? The guy who is posted in Bhopal, okay, this guy is not the guy in ITC. This guy is not Aman. This guy can be from HUL. So if you are trying to figure out who got posted, give me 1 minute guys, I think I'm stuck somewhere, I'm not able to figure out. Basically I know that Manish has to be from Patna, Mumbai or Bhopal, and Mumbai has to be Manish or Rohit. And who is the guy who will be from Bhopal? The guy from Bhopal is not the ITC guy, it is not Sandeep, it is not Aman. It will have to be Vinay. Okay, let us see the L'Oreal guys. Okay, I know it has to be Vinay, but I'm not able to figure out why it has to be Vinay. That I think is the issue. Okay, if anybody can tell me why it will be Vinay, that will be great. Because I think I'm missing something which I don't know what it is. This is the problem with LRDIs. Once you miss one clue, even if you are going through all of the information again and again, you won't be able to. Okay, let me focus on it, man. I'm getting some calls and all. No other city fits with Vinay. Okay, let us see which city fits with Vinay. I think that is a good one, Sonima. I think that will help. So if you're trying to figure out for Vinay, what are the what are the cities? It is not Chennai or Patna, because Chennai or Patna, one of them is DILR, the other one is ITC. It is not Delhi, so Chennai, Patna, not Delhi, not Mumbai. So that's why this has to be Bhopal. Okay. Okay guys, just to avoid confusion, let me start off again, and this time let us try to be more focused. I think I got it. So let us draw the table, and here will be the names. They are Aman, Manish, Rohit, Sandeep, and Vinay. These are the companies in which they are placed. This is the city, and this is the book thing. If you are going through all the clues, Vinay got placed in Asian Paints. So Vinay is in Asian Paints. Aman is not placed in Hindustan Lever. So Aman is not from HUL. Manish's job location is not Chennai. So Manish is not from Chennai. And he does not like books in mystery fiction. So Manish does not like mystery fiction. Sandeep got placed in Delhi. So Sandeep is from Delhi. While Vinay is not from Mumbai. So this guy is not from Mumbai. Aman likes reading books on historical fiction. Aman likes historical fiction. And is either placed in Chennai or Patna. So this guy is either in Chennai or Patna. And the student who got placed in ITC, we don't know who got placed in ITC, but the student who got placed in ITC does not like mystery fiction, and his job posting is either Chennai or Patna. The student who got placed in L'Oreal, so there is another student who got placed in L'Oreal, likes non-fiction books, so this guy likes non-fiction, okay, and is not posted in Mumbai. The student who likes classic fiction is posted in Bhopal. This is the information that is given. This guy is classic fiction. Now the first thing we'll identify when we are going back is, because Aman is not from HUL, he can't be from Asian Paints. He is also not from ITC, because that is given, that in clue. He is also not from L'Oreal, because L'Oreal guy likes non-fiction. So the only company remaining for Aman has to be DILR. So we'll write this as DILR. This I think is the first thing. Now there are some other clues that we can actually use. One of the clues I think Sonima has mentioned, I think many people have actually mentioned is, now going to Vinay's clue, which city will Vinay be from? Now you will notice that there are two companies that the persons who are working in Chennai and Patna are from. One of them is Aman, he works in DILR. One of them is working in ITC. That guy also is Chennai or Patna. So Chennai and Patna are done. He is not from Mumbai, that is given. He is not from Delhi, because Delhi is Sandeep. The only city remaining therefore has to be Bhopal. So this has to be Bhopal. And once this is Bhopal, the only city remain, this guy has to read, I think, classic fiction, right? Yeah. So this has to be classic fiction. So this can be eliminated. Now if you are looking at it, there are three companies left and there are three rows remaining. One of them works in ITC, one of them works in L'Oreal, and the other guy works in HUL. These are the three companies. We don't know who is what. Now if you go through all of them, Aman does not work in Hindustan Unilever, that is known. Aman works in DILR. Manish's job location is not Chennai, okay. So that has to be, there are three possibilities, either Chennai or Patna or Mumbai, okay, and he does not read books on mystery fiction, okay. So now if you're looking at who reads the books on mystery fiction, the guy who is working in ITC does not read the books on mystery fiction. The guy who works in L'Oreal reads non-fiction. So the guy who works in HUL reads mystery fiction. If this guy reads mystery fiction, the only theme that is left is the books are business and management. So this would imply that the guy who works in ITC, he has to read business and management. Next, Sandeep got placed in Delhi. Vinay is not placed in Mumbai. This also is completely taken care of. The next thing is, again, in the companies, if you see, the ITC guy works in Chennai or Patna, so he's not working in Mumbai. L'Oreal guy is not working in Mumbai. So this would imply that the guy who is working in Mumbai has to be the guy who is working in HUL. This is the only possibility for the guy who is working in, otherwise who is working in Mumbai? It is not the ITC guy, it is not Aman, it is not L'Oreal. So it has to be the guy who is working in HUL. Now what about the guy who is working in L'Oreal? What are the cities that are remaining? We have Chennai and Patna. They are taken by ITC and DILR. We have Mumbai, which is taken by HUL. We have Bhopal, which is taken by Asian Paints. Therefore, the guy who is working in Delhi has to be the L'Oreal guy. So this guy has to be L'Oreal, and he has to read non-fiction. This is taken care. Now we are left with two, Manish and HUL. This would imply that the HUL guy has to be Rohit, because the Manish does not like mystery fiction. Therefore, Manish has to be the ITC guy. Anyway, this is HUL, this is Mumbai, and this has to be mystery fiction. What this would imply is that the only person remaining, who is Manish, has to be from ITC, and he likes business and management. And he's not from Chennai, but he's from either Chennai or Patna. This would imply that he has to be from Patna, and that would imply that Aman has to be from Chennai. Now that the table is filled, we can go ahead and answer the questions that follow. Which company did Aman get placed in? Aman got placed in DILR. This was, I think, actually an easy one. This you can answer even without filling the entire table. And this kind of a question also helps you in your understanding, because once you see the question and you feel that, okay, I can try to figure out which company is Aman from, you will actually get the first clue. Name the person who likes reading books on business and management. The guy who likes reading books on business and management is Manish. Name the type of books the student who is placed in Mumbai likes reading. That has to be mystery fiction. That person is Rohit. If Sandeep is transferred to Rohit city, okay, and Rohit is transferred to Sandeep city, okay, then which city does the student who likes reading mystery fiction will work? The guy who likes mystery fiction is Rohit, okay. Now Rohit is transferred to Sandeep city. Rohit likes mystery fiction, but now he is transferred to Sandeep city. What is Sandeep city? Sandeep city is Delhi. So Rohit will be working in Delhi, which is option B. Who among the following is posted in Patna? The guy who is posted in Patna has to be Manish. Okay guys, if you have any questions with respect to this set, let me know in the chat. I'll try to answer it. The thing is, LRDI, you have to be super focused. If you're not super focused, you'll miss some clue, or your mind will not be working clearly, and then you won't get the set. This happens to me even in the examination, which is why I always tell people that when I take the examination, towards the end of the verbal section, the last 2-3 minutes, I just focus on LRDI, because I don't want to get into a situation which I got into now. In the stream, if you have noticed, I was answering some questions, how to prepare for CAT, how to do this, how to do that. So I was not focused on this set when I started answering it. And then you get stuck in the middle, and then you panic, which is what even I did even over here. I felt, okay, this is a live session, what is happening, why am I not able to answer it? And when you panic, you will never get it correct. So that is the thing about LRDI. I take LRDI very seriously, even in the examination. That is why towards the end of verbal, in the last 2 minutes, I ease out. I don't try to put full effort into verbal in the last 2-3 minutes, because I feel that what is the worst it will happen? Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 questions wrong towards that, which is fine. And that also is possible. It is never as if in verbal I'm 100% sure of my answers. So it is possible that I might lose out on 1 or 2 questions. But if I put in so much effort, and if LRDI starts, and if my mind is still in that verbal mode, and I take like a few minutes to get started with LRDI, I will panic so quickly. And once you panic in LRDI, you are not coming back. That is the reason last 2 minutes of verbal, I focus on LRDI. I tell myself that, okay, LRDI section is starting now. Okay, let me focus on it. Let me try to think about it. And I'll try to tune my mind to think about LRDI. Okay, guys, if you have, why Aman can't be from ITC? Aman can't be from ITC because of the clue that is given here. This clue says that Aman is from Chennai or Patna, and the student who got placed in ITC is in the other city amongst Chennai or Patna. This is basically suggesting that Aman is not from ITC. Mukunda is saying either Rohit or Manish was from Mumbai. So why did we not take 2 cases and proceed when you got stuck? That is definitely what I would have done in the examination. If in the examination I got stuck and I am not able to figure out what to do, what I would do is I'd consider one case where this guy is from Mumbai and the other guy is from Mumbai, and I'll get a contradiction in one of the cases and I'll proceed further. Here, because I'm explaining, I didn't want to do it because it will get very messy. When I'm putting in both of the cases, I can figure it out myself and I can quickly fill the table. But when I'm a teacher, when I'm explaining, I have to tell you how I'm filling the table also, right? So I felt that if I'm doing both the cases, I would get stuck. But as a student, if you get stuck somewhere and you can figure out 2 cases, I would tell you, take one of the case and try to get a contradiction, because once you get a contradiction, it can't be that case. That is very nice. Then you can go to the other case. That is what I would have done. After Ahmad is saying, I noted down the clues and then I just started randomly putting the clues and see if that works. In this case, it did, and I could solve it quicker. Is that a good strategy? That is a slightly risky strategy. The reason for that is, if you fill in the table and then you get a contradiction towards the end, you don't know how much you guessed and how much you actually got it correct. But if there are only 2 cases, like somebody was saying, then you can use both the cases. Rubal Yadav is saying, I solved using options. That is good. That is always good, and that is always recommended. So can we solve by making multiple tables? I would say you can definitely solve using multiple tables. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But try to minimize the number of cases before you write multiple tables. Because say you have 6 cases. Say one guy is from Mumbai or Delhi, another guy is from say 3 books or something like that. Then you are getting 2 into 3, that are 6 cases. It gets messy and time consuming. So try to decrease the number of cases. If you are getting 1 or 2 cases or 2 or 3 cases, I think you can use it. Okay guys, this is definitely a CAT level question. There is nothing. Okay, let us go to the next question. Sorry. Okay, before we go to the next question, one thing I wanted to tell you is we have a percentile predictor which we updated. We hired a couple of guys to focus only on the percentile predictor, because every day I get so many messages either on my WhatsApp or on the YouTube comments or on our Reddit that I talked about putting in their profile details. I scored 80 in 10th, 82 in 12th, or my CGPA is 6.5. Is it good? What is the percentile I would need to get a call from ABC? These kind of questions I get so often that we felt that, okay, let me design a tool and update it and make it as accurate as possible. So we filed multiple RTIs. We put in a lot of effort to ensure that this Cracku I am call predictor is very, very accurate, and hundreds of students are checking their required percentiles every single day. You can just Google search Cracku I am call predictor to get the link for it. You have to just enter your details, your category, your 10th, 12th, undergrad CGPA, all of these things, how much work ex you have, whether you're a non-engineer or an engineer. And then we will give you the exact percentile that you would need to get a call from, not just the top 5 or top 6. We have put in, I think, around 25 colleges, and we are adding more to it. Like I told you, we have a couple of guys who are working only on designing a very good percentile predictor, because we know how important it is for the students. So definitely do check it out. And if you feel that something is not working or something is not right, do send us a message. You can just mail us at support@cracku.in. We are looking into all the feedback that we are getting, and we are improving it, because improvement always consists of a lot of reiterating. So as of now, it is very accurate, but if you feel anything is messy, just do give us that information. We will ensure that that is fixed. Okay, let us get started, guys. We have 146 likes. Please do like the stream. Let us get to around 300 likes before the stream ends. One thing I want to tell you is, this is one painful question. I'll tell you why I won't attempt these kind of questions in the examination. But just to give you a understanding, I gave this question. So definitely do check it out. Try to solve it, guys. I'll take a rest of around 2-3 minutes before answering your questions. Let me answer some questions, guys. Let me know if you can see all the questions or if you want me to move it. Okay, we are stuck in some part of the question and I'm not able to go deeper into it. Should I move to the next set or should I take some more time while solving it? It depends on how much you're able to do it. What I would do is normally in LRDI, once I get stuck, it is very difficult for me to recover, because even when I'm going through all of it, whatever line I'm missing or whatever clue that I'm missing, I'm not able to get it. So that is the reason if I'm stuck anywhere in any set, I leave it and I go to the next set. I don't know whether it is correct or not, but that is what I personally do, because I feel that in the middle of a set, if I'm stuck somewhere and if I'm not making progress, it is very difficult for me to realize what is the clue I missed out, or try to read the set, because even if I'm reading the set and if for some reason I miss out on one particular line, even if I'm reading the set again, for whatever reason, that line I'll keep on missing even the next time and the next time. This I've noticed from experience. So that's the reason when I get stuck in a set and if I feel that I'm not able to make any progress after 2-3 minutes, I just leave it, I go to the next set. This is what I personally do. What I would tell you is the more important thing is keeping your calm in LRDI. That should be the goal. If you are calm, you will definitely do pretty decently. If you are not calm, you mess up. So LRDI is all about holding your nerves, and like I told you, I have designed some strategies for myself which will ensure that I am not stressed out. I can tell you those strategies. I told about those strategies in some of the streams that I did also. If anybody is interested to know, please do let me know in the chat. I'll tell you about my strategies in detail. And please do like the stream, guys. We have around 150 likes. I want to get to at least 300 likes before the stream ends. Shivanshu, you can just go to cracku.in/live. cracku.in/live. If you go to cracku.in/live, you will get the test. Sir, can you let us know how should we select the sets to solve? Basically, I'll tell you what I do. Okay, in the examination, like I told you, the key point is ensuring that we are calm. So what I do is when I look at the sets, I spend the first 2 minutes in looking at the sets themselves, because I feel that set selection is the most important thing in LRDI. It doesn't mean that LRDI, nobody expects you to solve all the sets. That is not happening. Very few people, extremely few people do it, and it is not expected also. You are not even expected to solve 4 out of 5 sets. That also, and I'm talking about people who are aiming to go into say ABC. Even somebody who is aiming to go to ABC is not expected to solve 4 out of 5 sets correct. That is not needed. Anybody who is aiming to go into ABC, I think if they can get 3 sets correct, they have done a fantastic job. Okay, that is for a normal LRDI section. I'm not talking about a very difficult LRDI section. This is basically the limit. So the whole point of LRDI is ensuring that you are picking the right sets. So what do I do to pick the right sets? What I do is in the first 2 minutes, maybe I'll explain it after the time for this is over. What I do, or maybe without writing, I'll explain. What I do is in the first couple of minutes after the LRDI set starts, like I mentioned earlier, first 2 minutes before the verbal section is over only, I'm mentally thinking about LRDI. Mentally, I'm thinking that, okay, next LRDI is going to come. I'm reminding myself that, okay, LRDI is going to come. It should not happen that because there is no time gap between verbal and LRDI. Once verbal section is over and LRDI flashes, the first set flashes in front of your eyes, you are completely in a different zone. That should not happen. So 2 minutes before it, I know I'm mentally prepared that, okay, after verbal is over, immediately LRDI is going to start. That is something that I keep telling myself in the last 2 minutes. Because then it ensures that there is no lag time between me getting into that LRDI zone. The second thing I do is, once LRDI starts, in the first 2 to 3 minutes, I focus on going through all the 5 sets. First, I try to focus on how many sets are there, because sometimes the number of sets also change. How many sets are there? And I try to get a sense of each set. Say there are 5 sets. Out of the 5 sets, there are certain things that I try to figure out. What type of set is it? Is it a DI set? Is it an arrangement set? Is it a scheduling set? Is it a 2D, 3D set? Is it a Venn diagram set? What type of set it is something I try to figure out. The second thing I try to figure out is whether that set can be solved. Once I solve the question, can I solve all the questions in one go? Those are the kind of questions I want to solve. Those are the kind of sets I want to solve. For example, this set, the set that we are discussing right now, is not a set you can solve by solving the set completely. Each of the questions is an individual question. If you notice it, how can you identify whether a question can be solved by solving the set directly or individually? When you look at the questions, if something like this is given, if the average rank of C is this, then you are giving new information in each of the question. The next one is if the average rank of C is this. So when I'm analyzing the set and I figure out that this kind of new information is being given in each of the question, then that is a set which has multiple possibilities. That is not a set where if you solve the set, you can answer all the questions immediately. So I try to avoid these kind of sets, because in these kind of sets, you have to solve this set in every question. Every question is giving you more information, so there will be multiple cases possible. The accuracy will dip, it will be time consuming. So these are the kind of sets I don't try to pick at the start. Basically, in the first 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, I go through all the sets. I try to figure out what type of set they are, whether they can be solved by solving the set individually or by I have to solve the set again individually. You understand what I'm saying, right? So these are the things that I see, and I make a priority order of the sets that I solve first, the set I solve second, and so on. Then I try to solve the set which I picked first. If I'm able to solve it correct, very well and good. If it is not the case, then at least I'm not nervous, because I know that, okay, the next set I have to answer, I know there is no like confusion or there is no chaos in my head. I know that, okay, I got stuck in this set, but I know what is the next set I have to answer. So then I go immediately to the next set and I start afresh. I tell myself, okay, this is a new set, let me try to solve it. That is the way I approach it. This ensures that I have less chaos, less uncertainty, less anxiety in the examination. And that is why I tend to do pretty decently in LRDI also. Okay, guys, last 2 minutes. So let me not answer any questions now, because again, if I get stuck like in the earlier one, let me focus on solving this question set. You can post your questions in the chat. I'll answer them after this set is over. Okay, guys. I'll answer this question, and after that I'll answer this set, and after that I'll answer some of the questions that you guys might have. So let us first focus on this. Like I told you earlier, when I was analyzing all the sets at the start, when the section starts, this is the kind of set I don't attempt at the start. And the reason I've included this also is to give you an example of why I don't attempt these kind of sets. The reason I won't attempt these kind of sets is, when say I'm looking at this set, I would have some information given here. This would seem like, okay, there is a table, I have to fill in table. If I look at it at the start, I would know that there are 4 colleges, A, B, C, D, and there are 3 surveys. So I would think that, okay, there is a table which will have say 3 columns and 4 rows or something, and information is given where I have to fill the table up. This normally seems like a decent question. It should not seem like a very difficult question. But then I will also look at the questions that are given. When I'm looking at the questions, the first question is, if B is ranked 3rd in the survey. What does this immediately tell me? It immediately tells me that, okay, this set cannot be solved completely using the clues that are given, because only then are they giving me some more clue in the first question. The next one is, if the average rank of C. Again, I'm being told that there are multiple cases that are possible. So probably this is a question I would want to avoid. These kind of questions where I don't solve the entire set by just looking at the group instructions, that is these instructions, I try not to solve at the start. If I have time towards the end, then I try to pick these kind of sets. That is what I wanted to tell you. Now let us try to go ahead and answer the questions that, let us try to go ahead and first solve the set. There are 4 colleges, A, B, C, D, and there are 3 surveys, BS, KIRF, and GT. All the colleges managed to secure a rank less than 7. So the ranks they secured are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the ranks they secured. Some of them, it is either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 in all the 3 surveys. Further, it is known that no 2 colleges were tied for the same position in any of the surveys. Okay. So let us first draw a table. This table will have 4 rows and 3 columns. It will look something like this. This is college A, this is college B, this is college C, and this is college D. The survey 1 is BS, the survey 2 is KIRF, and the next one is GT. Only A had a better rank than D in the surveys conducted by KIRF. So the rank of A is less than that of D in KIRF. B managed to get a better rank than C in 2 out of the 3 surveys. So B was less than C in 2 out of 3 surveys. D ranked 2nd in the survey by KIRF. So D is 2. This would immediately tell us that A has to be 1. It is the only survey in which D managed to get a rank within the top 3. So this would tell us that D is greater than or equal to 4 in BS. It is greater than or equal to 4 in GT. Because all the ranks are less than 7, it would also tell us that in BS, D got 4, 5 or 6, and GT also it got 4, 5 or 6. GT deemed C to be a better college than A. So in GT, the rank of C is less than that of A. Average rank secured by D is 4. If the average rank secured by D is 4, the total of its rank in BS, in KIRF, and in GT is 12. So it is 4 and 6, because the middle is 2. The sum of the rank that D secured in BS and in GT, these two have to equal 10. So it is either 4 and 6 or 5 and 5 or 6 and 4. D secured a better rank in the survey conducted by BS than the one conducted by GT. So the only possibility is that because the rank was better, this has to be 4 and this has to be 6. No college had the same rank in 2 surveys. So in each of the row A, B, C, D, all the ranks are unique. Similarly, because no 2 colleges were tied for the same position in any of the surveys, in each of the column, that is in the BS column, KIRF column, and GT column, all the ranks are unique. D was ranked the worst among the 4 colleges in 2 out of the 3 surveys. So in KIRF survey, it came second. So the 2 surveys, that is in BS, D is the worst, that is rank 4. And in GT also, it is 6, this is the worst. This basically would tell us that in BS, the ranks of ABC are 1, 2, 3 in some order. And in GT, the ranks that are possible are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in GT, we also have to remember that the rank of C is better than the rank of A. A managed a position within the top 3 in all of the 3 surveys. So this would imply that the rank of A in BS and GT has to be 3 or 2 in some order. So either it got the second rank in A and third rank in GT, or it got the second rank in BS and third rank in GT, or it got the third rank in BS and second rank in GT. Any one of this is possible. So like you can see, there is not a lot of information that is given. There are so many cases that are possible. The only thing we can go ahead is remembering that the rank of B has to be less than the rank of C in 2 out of the 3 surveys. And in GT, the rank of C is less than the rank of A. These are the only 2 things that we can infer, and whatever table we filled in, we have to use it and go ahead and answer the questions that follow. In the first one, it is given that B is ranked 3rd in the survey conducted by BS. Before I answer it, let me first draw this table. Whatever table that we have. This is A, B, C, and D. This is BS. This is KIRF. And this is GT. We have this as 4, 2, 6, and this is 1. That is what we... I can't believe I erased it, but basically this is what we have. Okay. And the 2 clues that we wanted to think about is this one: B managed to get better rank than C in 2 out of the 3 ones, and that GT is deemed C to be a better college than A. These are the 2 things that we have to remember when we are answering each of the individual questions. B ranked 3rd in the survey conducted by BS. Okay, this is 3. This would imply that the rank of A in BS has to be 2, because A came in the top 3 in all the 3 surveys. It came first in KIRF. It would imply that its rank in BS and GT are 2 and 3, because all the ranks of BS are unique, and because B got 3, A has to be 2, C has to be 1, and the rank of A in GT has to be 3. Right? B was ranked 3. Okay. Now we also know that C got a better rank than A in GT. So this one, what is the rank that C could have got? C could not get 1 because C got 1 in BS. So the rank that C got would have to be 2. Similarly, we know that B managed to get a better rank than C in 2 out of the 3 surveys. Now B got a worse rank than C in the survey conducted by BS. C got 1 and B got 3. So in the remaining 2 surveys, B has to outperform C. So if C got a rank of 2 in GT, B has to get a rank of 1. Similarly, B has to get a better rank in KIRF as compared to C. What is the rank that B can get in KIRF? It cannot get 1 because A got 1. It cannot get 2 because D got 2. It cannot get 3 because B got a rank of 3 in BS. So the possible rank is that B got 4 or 5. But remember that B has to get a better rank than C. So if B got a rank of 4, C can get 5 or C can get 6. This is the possibility for KIRF. If B got a rank of 5, C can get a rank of 6. Now what is the total ranks of B? Right now it is 3 plus 1, which is 4, and C is 1 plus 2, that is 3. We are also told that the average ranks of B and C are not the same. That is, the sum of all the 3 ranks are not the same. As of now, without comparing KIRF, the total ranks of B is 1 more than the total rank of C. So if it is this case, the average rank will be the same, because in this case the total of B will be 8, the total of C will also be 8. That is not possible. It cannot be 5 and 6 also, because again they are differing by only 1. If B got a rank of 5, the total would be 4 plus 5, which is 9, and the total rank of C will be 3 plus 6, which also is 9. Therefore, the only possibility is that B got a rank of 4 and C got a rank of 6. So the correct answer is the rank of B in KIRF is option B. Let us look at the Next question in this set. If the average rank of C is 3 and B is 2 in 3 surveys, what is the rank secured by C in the survey conducted by KRF? Let me drink some water. Let me again draw the table. This is the table. We have A, B, C and D. The 3 surveys are BS, KIRF and GT. We know the ranks of D, they are 4, 2, 6 and the rank of A in KRF is 1. This is known to us. Now we are given some information. We are told that the average rank of C is 3. So the total ranks across the 3 will be 9. Average rank of B is 2. So the total ranks, because there are 3 columns, will be 6. What is the rank secured by C in the survey conducted by KIRF? That is, we are required to calculate this one. What is this? Now, what we know is that if the total ranks of B is 6, the only possibility is that the sum of 3 numbers is equal to 6. The only possibility is that they are 1, 2 and 3 in some order. All the 3 numbers are distinct and all of them are positive numbers. There is no other way we are getting the sum to be equal to 6. That would imply that the ranks of B also is 1, 2, 3 in some order. Now in KRF, the rank of B has to be 3. Because in KRF, A got 1 and D got 2. So this would imply that for B, we have to identify in which of the 2 surveys it got 1 and in which of the surveys it got 2. Similarly, remember that A also came in the top 3 and it got a rank of 1 in KRF. So A also, we have to identify in one survey it got 2, in one survey it got 3. We don't know which one it is. So let us try to figure it out. If you are looking at A, B and C, in some survey, A would have gotten the second rank. That is either BS or GT. We don't know which one it is. In the other one, A would have gotten the third rank. Now, in the survey, A got the second rank. B cannot get the second rank. Therefore, B has to get rank 1. Similarly, in the other one, where A got the third rank, B has to get rank 2. Now, if you are looking at this rank of 2 and 1, C would have gotten some rank. We don't know which rank it is. But what we know is that C's rank is not 1. That is, C is not performing better than A. C is actually performing worse than A. And what is the thing that we know? We know that GT deemed C to be a better college than A. So this 2 and 1, this cannot be GT. This has to be BS. So this has to be 2 and 1. And this has to be 3 and 2. And here the rank of C has to be 1, because in this the rank of C is better than the rank of A. Now if you are looking at it, we have to fill it up. We know that in BS the ranks of A, B, C are 1, 2 and 3 in some order. So if 2 and 1 are taken, the rank of C has to be 3. The sum of all the 3 ranks of C is 9. Therefore the rank of C in KRF will be 9 minus 3 minus 1, which is 5. I hope this was clear to you. Otherwise, I'll again explain this shortly. If you are not clear, let me know. I'll just explain this individual question again. Let us look at the other question. In this question, the average rank secured by C is equal to the average rank secured by B, and the rank secured by A in GT, okay, is better than the one it secured in BS. Then the rank secured by B in GT survey is. So again, let us first draw the table. This is the table that is given. We have A, B, C, D. We have A, B, C and D. We have BS. We have KIRF and we have GT. The table that we can fill right now is, this is 1, this is 4, this is 2 and this is 6. We know that A came in the top 3 in all the 3 surveys. So its rank in BS and GT has to be 2 and 3 in some order. But here we are given an information that the rank secured by A in GT is better than the one it secured in BS. So this has to be 2, this has to be 3. We also know that the rank secured by C in GT is better than the rank secured by A. Therefore, the rank secured over here has to be 1. So what is the rank secured by C in BS? It cannot be 3, it cannot be 1. So this has to be 2. Similarly, the rank of B, this has to be 1 over here. Now this is what we know. We also know that the sum of the ranks of B and C are the same, because the average of the ranks secured by B and C are the same. The sum also has to be same. We also know one more thing. What we know is that the number of surveys in which B outperformed C is 2. Now C got a rank 1 in GT. Therefore, C outperformed B here. So in BS and in KRF, the rank secured by B has to be better than the rank secured by C. In BS, B got 1 and C got 2. So that is anyways true. What we are essentially saying is that in these two also, that is the rank secured by B in KRF has to be lesser than the rank secured by C in KRF. What we know is that the average rank secured across the 3 surveys is an integer per all the 4 colleges. If it is an integer per all the 4 colleges, the sum of the ranks of C has to be a multiple of 3. If it is not a multiple of 3, the average will not be an integer. It got 2 in BS, it got 1 in GT. So the sum is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So the rank it secures in KRF, this has to be either 3 or 6. If it is 3, then what is the rank secured by B? The rank secured by B will not be 1 because A got 1. It will not be 2 because D got 2. It will not be 3 because C got 3. It has to be some number which is greater than 3. So C will be outperforming B in KRF as well as in GT, because in GT C got rank 1. That will be a contradiction of this condition. This would imply that C cannot get a rank 3. C has to get a rank 6. So the total of C is 2 plus 6 plus 1, which is 9. Therefore, the total of B also will be equal to 9. Now, we know that B got 1 in BS. So, the total in KRF and in GT has to be 8. So, it will be either 2 or 6 or 3 or 5 in some order. It cannot be 4 and 4 because both of them will be the same. But if it is 2 or 6, 6 exists here, 2 exists here, 2 exists here, 6 exists here. So B cannot get 2 or 6 because then there will be a contradiction. We will get 2 colleges which are getting the same rank. So they have to be 3 or 5 in some order. This would imply that the correct answer is option A. Let us look at the next question. If the average rank secured by B is 1 more than the average rank secured by A, we know the average rank secured by A. A was in the top 3 in all the 3 surveys. So the total is 6, 1, 2 and 3. The average is 2. Therefore, the average of B will be 3, or the total of B across the 3 surveys will be 9. Let us first draw the table. Again, let us fill whatever is given to us. We have A, B, C and D. We have this is BS, this is KIRF and this is GT. What we know is that A got 1 in KRF, D got 4, 2 and 6. We also know that A was in the top 3. So A has to get 1, 2 and 3 in some order. 1 A got in KRF, so 2 and 3 it has to get in BS and GT in some order. But the total will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6, or the average is 2. This would imply that the average of B has to be 3, or the sum is equal to 9. Now this you can immediately feel is much lesser information than it has been given in the first or the second or the third. If you're looking at the first question, the information given is the rank of B, the average rank of B and C was not the same. Some information is given. Here average rank of C is given, average rank of B is given, multiple things are given. Here we are told that average is an integer. We are also given the average rank secured by B and C are the same, average rank of A in GT is greater. So a lot of information is given in 1, 2 and 3. In the fourth question, very little information is given. The only information that is given is that the average rank of B is 3. Immediately it should tell you that most likely there will be more cases and the correct answer will be cannot be determined. So let us try to figure out if that is the possibility, because if you are giving very little information and the number of cases are multiple, it is quite likely that you can't figure out which one case this actually is. So if you are looking at the information that is given, the information that is asked is the rank of C in the survey BS. This is the rank we are looking at. Can we identify this rank? If we can identify this rank, we'll mark it as 1 or 2 or 3. If we can't identify this rank, or if we are saying that there are multiple cases that are possible, it can be either 2 or 3 or 1. It can be any one of them. Then the correct answer will be D. In this kind of situation, when I identify that very little information is given in this question as compared to the earlier 3 questions, I try to prove if multiple cases are possible for that particular solution. In this particular case, let us go ahead. What we know is, now like many of you were saying earlier, let us try to look at it case by case. Let us first look at the 2 cases where A will get rank 3 in BS and 2 in GT. This is one case. The other case, I'll draw a table again. This is again A, B, C and D. This is BS, this is KIRF and this is GT. 1, 4, 2, 6. BS got A got a rank of 2 in BS and 3 in GT. These are the 2 cases that are possible. In the first case, because C outperformed A, C would be getting a rank of 1 here in GT. This would imply that the rank of C in BS would be 2 and the rank of C in BS and the rank of B in BS will be 1. In this, C has outperformed B, therefore B has to outperform C in BS and KIRF. Now what are the ranks that B can get? If you are looking at it, B can get say rank 3 in KIRF, and this would imply that its rank in GT will be 5. And C can get any rank which is greater than 3. C can get a rank of say 4 or 5 or 6. All of this is possible. We are ensuring that B gets better than C in 2 surveys. We are also ensuring that the total of B is 9, which is 1 plus 3 plus 5. This is one possibility. There are multiple other cases possible. For example, we can also ensure that B gets a rank of 5 in KRF and C gets a rank of 6 because B has to outperform C. And in GT, B gets a rank of 3, so that again the total of B is 1 plus 5 plus 3, which is 9. Essentially, we are saying there are cases that are possible in which the rank of C in BS is 2. There are multiple cases that are possible, but the rank of C is 2. Let us consider the second case where the rank of A in BS is 2 and therefore the rank of A in GT is 3. Now what is the rank of C? The rank of C in GT has to be better than the rank of A. So it can be either 1 or 2. Let us consider that it is say 2. We can consider this to be any number. Let us assume that it is 2. So what is the rank of C? Suppose we consider this as 1. We can consider this to be 2. We'll come to it later. But if we consider it 1, we can get this rank of C to be 3. Why is this 3? Because it cannot be 2 here. It cannot be 1 here because no number can repeat. Therefore, the rank of C is 3 and the rank of B will be 1 in BS. Again, C has outbeaten B in GT. So B has to beat C in BS, which it already did by getting rank 1. It also has to beat C in KRF. Again, the total ranks of B has to equal 9. Again, we can consider multiple cases. The sum of B's rank in KRF and GT has to equal 8 because the total has to be equal to 9. So there will be multiple cases. We can assume that this is 3 and this is 5. Again, we can assume that the rank of C is worse than the rank of B. It can be again 4, 5 or 6 like in the earlier case. Or we can assume the other way around. But basically there are multiple cases that are possible. And in one case, we are getting the value of C to be 2. In another case, we are getting the value of C to be 3. And there are more cases that are possible. Essentially, what we are saying is that there are multiple cases possible and the rank of C cannot be uniquely determined to be either 2 or 3. So the correct answer has to be, can be more than one of the above. Like I told you earlier, in these kind of questions, when I see that a lot of information has to be found out from every question, I can't solve the set directly at the start. These are the kind of sets that I don't attempt at the start because they will be time consuming, and it is also possible that your accuracy will not be very high. To explain all of this only, I actually included it in this session. So I hope it was useful for you. I think in one of the cases it can even be 1. I don't know, but basically it can definitely be 2 in multiple cases. It will be 3 also in multiple cases. And you can even identify that. If you look at the information that is given in this question, very little information, additional information is given in this question as compared to the earlier questions. Okay guys, let me post the next question. Please do like the stream guys. Before I'm posting the question, I wanted to tell you about the 2-month intensive batch, which we are starting from Monday. It is a 2-month batch, very focused, and it will also be intensive. It won't be something that you can finish by studying for 1-2 hours every day, because CAT is coming very close and I want you to put in full effort. You can get access to the live classes, which we conduct every day from Monday to Friday. Every Monday, I take the session. Every Tuesday, Sally takes the session. And we have very good faculty who take the sessions on Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You also get access to the concept videos, the revision videos, and we have very good doubt solving. In addition to it, you can book a slot with our mentors and take 1-to-1 guidance with the mentors. In the mentorship slot, you can ask about any issues that you're facing, how you can improve, anything that you're struggling with. Our mentors are there to guide you. This, I think, is a very good course. If you're interested, you can just contact us on this email address, on this phone number that is given, which is 6303-239042. Let us start the next question. Supraja was asking, what is the level of difficulty of this question, sir? I think both the first set as well as the second set, I would say are medium to hard. They are not easy sets. I'll take a small break, man. My throat is hurting because I was speaking a lot. I'll answer your questions in some time. My throat is hurting, man. That's why I was not explaining. Take your time, try to answer it. After that, I'll answer. This is not a very difficult question. This is the kind of question you should solve in the exams. Okay, guys, let me answer some questions that you guys might have. And I'm speaking a lot, my throat is hurting, and that's why I'm not answering all the questions. But please do like the stream, guys. That is something that I want you to do. Okay. Tushar Singh is saying, I checked my profile on IM Predictor, 1088 general gem category. It shows 99.93 for top IMs and FMS. Feel very demotivating. The thing is, see, I think 99.93 might be, maybe you're looking at the top IMs. Otherwise, I think for your profile, 99.8 should mostly be sufficient to get calls. Don't be demotivated, man. Just try to give the best that you can. गौरव सिंह काफी खुश हो रहे हैं, क्या बात है सर? I'm in general happy in life, man. It is good to be happy in life. Sanandu G, sir, I'm a BDS dental doctor. Can you please say my chances for top black E? I'm assuming colleges for many time. I have put in my profile evaluator video, but you have not responded. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. Because the profile evaluator, I know many people submitted, but I'm not able to look at it regularly. But I would say just check out the Cracku IM call predictor. No, just Google search Cracku IM call predictor. There you get the required percentile for you to get calls. That I think will be pretty good. Shreyas has given a list of answers. I hope you are right, man. I don't remember the answers. I'll solve it now and then I'll check your answers. I hope you got them correct. Okay. Tejas Patekar has said earlier that, sir, this is my first attempt for CAT and I'm a little nervous. not preparing well. So should I focus on this year exam or focus on next year? I would say irrespective of when you are taking it seriously, I would recommend you to take the examination and try to prepare to the best of your abilities. Even if you don't do well, it is okay. That way you will even control your anxiety. So you can tell yourself that this is not my serious attempt, but give the examination and prepare for it to the best of your abilities. Even if you don't perform well, it is okay. Many people, when they are not prepared well, they don't take the examination, which I think is a very bad idea. It is okay to take the examination because just by giving the examination, there will be a lot of learnings. Thianesh is saying, sir, in quants, what is a good strategy to attend questions? Like which types of questions that you refer to as do and don'ts? I would say attempt any question that you are able to solve, but be very, very like, the word I would use is ruthless, that after 3 minutes, if you're not able to solve it, leave it and go to the next one. For whatever reason, don't spend 7-8 minutes on one particular question in quants, because that will be a disaster. Even if you feel that you made some progress, mark it for review and go to the next one, because then you can come back and solve it later. But if you are very strict about the time you spend per question, I think that is a very good strategy, because you will not miss out on any easy questions because you haven't seen them. Aditya Mulani is saying, sir, predictor is not working for me. Whenever I click, it is stuck in one place only. Okay, man, I will ask my team to call you. And they will definitely fix it for you. Guys, we got 182 likes. Please do like the stream, man. Let us try to get to at least 300 likes before the stream ends. My throat is hurting, man. Sometime I want to answer a lot of questions, but let's see. Post your questions, man. I'll look at all of the questions and I'll answer them definitely before the stream ends. So please post your questions. One of my team members is actually compiling those list of questions and I'll answer them. Let me focus on this question, otherwise I'll again get stuck. Like you might have noticed, I'm actually very like paranoid about DILR, which I think is a good thing, because if you take it easy, you won't put effort into it. But if you are like very serious about certain things, or if you're nervous about a particular section, I think it is good. A healthy amount of nervousness is always good. Okay. In this question, we are told that MA and GO minus GOLF is 3651. Now, each of them are alphabets, and they represent a non-zero digit. That is, the digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 digits. And how many alphabets are there? We have M, A, N, G, O, L, and F. So there are 7 alphabets. G and O are repeated 2 times, such that no 2 alphabets are the same, okay, but they represent the same digit. Based on it, answer the following question. So now we have to answer it. The first thing you should be able to identify is that mango is a 5-digit number, M-A-N-G-O, minus a 4-digit number, G-O-L-F, is giving you 3651. The first thing you have to identify is that M therefore has to definitely equal 1. If M is 2, mango will be some number which is in the 20,000s, minus any 4-digit number will give you a 5-digit number. So M has to be equal to 1. Now let us identify what can A and G be. Now suppose if you are looking at mango here, minus GOLF, this is equal to 3, 6, 5 and 1. Now if there is a carry over here, suppose this is of the form say 1, 8, say 2, 3, 4, minus say 4, 6, 5, 2. This is just some random number I am writing for you to understand what I mean by carry. Here 2 minus 6, there will be a carry. When you are saying 2 minus 6, because 2 is actually less than 6, you carry it from here. You carry one number from 8, you make it 7, and you make 2 to be 12. If there is a carry, if carry is there, then because M is equal to 1, which we have already identified, what we are essentially saying is that A 10 plus A minus 1, because there is a carry, minus G is equal to 3. If no carry, what we are essentially saying over here is, suppose this is of the form 1, 8, 6, 3, 4, and this is say 4, 2, 5, 2. Here there is no carry. Basically the carry is between N and O. If there is no carry, we are just directly going to subtract 18 and 4. Then what we are saying is that 10 plus A minus G is equal to 3. When we are essentially comparing this AG3, what we have to identify is whether there is a carry between N and O or not. If there is a carry, instead of A over here, we will only be having A minus 1. If there is no carry, we will be having A. In this particular case, what we are going to get is G is equal to A plus 6. In this case, what we are going to get is G is equal to A plus 7. When G is equal to A plus 7, we know for sure that A has to be equal to 2. A cannot be equal to 1 because M is 1. So if A is equal to 2, G will be equal to 9. This is one case when there is no carry. That is, between N and O, there is no carry. Or if there is carry, G is equal to A plus 6. So A can be 2 and G can be 8. Or A can be 3 and G can be 9. Both of these are possible. So essentially there are two cases. Next, if you are looking at it, say from the end, we have O minus F is equal to 1. Or the value of O is equal to F plus 1. This I think is understood. Next is G minus L is equal to 5. Why are we saying G minus L is equal to 5? How can we be sure that in this particular case there is no carry, there is carry or no carry? Because we know that G is either 8 or 9 or 9. There are only two possibilities, either G is 8 or G is 9. Only two possibilities exist. In this particular case, either G minus L is equal to 5 or L is greater than G, but L cannot be greater than G at least by 5. So here there won't be any carry. So we are saying that G is equal to G minus L is equal to 5, or in this particular case, L will be equal to 3. In this case, L is equal to 4. In this case also, L is equal to 4. Next, you look at N, O and 6. This is what we are talking about, the carry in this particular case. If there is carry, what we are saying is that in this case, 10 plus N minus O is equal to 6. If there is no carry, N minus O is equal to 6, or the value of N is equal to O plus 6. But what are the values that O can take? O cannot be 1 because M is 1. In this particular case, A is 2, so O cannot be 2. Can O be 3? If O is equal to 3, the value of N will be 9, but that also is not possible because G is equal to 9. So essentially we are getting a contradiction over here. This is not possible. So there should definitely be a carry in that N minus O subtraction. We know that 10 plus N minus O is equal to 6. So the value of O is equal to N plus 4. We know that O is equal to F plus 1. So F is equal to N plus 3. Now what are the values that N can take? In this particular case, in the first case, N can be equal to, if N is equal to 4, O will be equal to 8. So that is not possible because G already is 8. If N is equal to 5, F is equal to 8, but that also is not possible because G is equal to 8. So N cannot be equal to 4. If say N is equal to 5, that also is not possible because, like we discussed earlier, G and F will be the same number. So this is not possible. The only case is this case. In this case, A is equal to 3, G is equal to 9, L is equal to 4. We have to figure out O, F and N. Now what is the value that N can take? N can be 2, F will be 5 and O will be 6. This is one possibility. N cannot be 3, N cannot be 4. N can be 5, but if N is 5, O will be 9 and already G is 9. So this also is not possible. So this is the only case that is possible. And the subtraction that we actually have, let me clear all of this. The subtraction we have is 1, 3, 2, 9, 6, minus 9, O is 6, 4, F is 5. This is the subtraction we have. If you simplify it, you are going to get 1, 5, 6, 3, 3, 6, 5, 1. Let us go ahead and answer the questions that follow. Which of the following is a perfect square of a number? A is 3, so it is not this one. N is 2, so it is not this one. G is 9, so this is a perfect square. Just for the sake of completeness, we can look at O. O is 6, so it is not this one. So the correct answer is G, which is equal to 9. What is the value of OONG plus MFL? OONG will be 6, 6, 2, 9 plus MFL is 1, 5, 4. This will be 3, 1, 8, 7, 6. So this will be 6, 7, 8, 3. How many factors does LOAF have? L, O is 6, A is 3, F is 5. How many factors does this have? Whenever you are asked to calculate the number of factors a particular number has, you have to do the prime factorization. That is, you have to express this number as a product of primes. This is clearly a multiple of 5. This is also, if you sum up the digits, it is 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5, which is 18. So this is also a multiple of 9. So this is 9 into 515. which is equal to 9 into 5 into 103. 103 is a prime number. 9 can be expressed as 3 square. 3 square into 5 into 103. Now, why won't there be a carry between G and Del? There won't be a carry between G and Del because one thing we have identified is G has to be either 8 or 9. So if there is a carry, then if there is no carry, G minus L is equal to 5. If there is a carry, 10 plus G minus L is equal to 5. Or the value of L is equal to G plus 5. But G is either 8 or 9. If there is a carry, L will be in 2 digits. That is not allowed. That is why we are saying that there will be no carry. Okay, anyway, this is the prime factorization of 4635. And when you get the prime factorization, you can calculate the number of factors as the product of the exponents of the primes plus 1. So here it is 2 plus 1, which is 3, into 5 to the power 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, into 103 to the power 1, because 103 also is prime, which is 2. 3 into 2 into 2 will be equal to 12. That is the number of factors of LOAF. What is the remainder when 459 is divided by G? The value of G is 9. 459 divided by 9 is 0. Because 459 divided by 9 is 51. So the correct answer is that the remainder is 0. What number is represented as long? L is 4, O is 6, N is 2, G is 9. So it is 4629. How many factors does the number NOLG have? N is 2, O is 6, what? NO, L is 4, G is 9. 2649 is not divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3 because 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 9 is 21. It is a 21 is a multiple of 3, so this is divisible by 3. So this is 3 into 883. What are the factors of 889? Or is 883? Or is 883 a prime number? Is 883 divisible by 3? It is not divisible by 3 because 8 plus 3 is 19, which is not a multiple of 3. Is it divisible by 5? It is not divisible by 5. Is it divisible by 7? 883, where is the calculator? I think there is no calculator available, but 883 is also not divisible by 7 because 7 multiple is 840. The difference between 883 and 840 is 43, which is not a multiple of 7. So for how many prime numbers should we check like this? Now one trick I'll tell you is to figure out whether a particular number is prime or not. If you are given a number n, if you are asked to calculate whether n is prime or not, you have to check for divisibility of n with all primes till square root of n. In this particular case, we have 883. 883 is less than 900. The square root of 900 is 30. So we have to check for all the prime numbers which are less than 30 to see if they divide 883 or not. There is no prime number which is less than 30 which divides 883. 883 is a prime number. Now you can check. I know that it is not divisible by 7. If you have the calculator, yes, there is the calculator here. We have 883 divided by 7. It is not divisible by 11 because 880 is divisible by 11. 883 will not be divisible by 11. 883 divided by 13, also not divisible by 13. 883 divisible by 17, also not divisible by 17. 883 divisible by 19, also not divisible by 19. What is the next prime number after 19? We have 23 and we have 29. These are the only two prime numbers missing. 883 divided by 23, it is not divisible by 23. Is it divisible by 29? 883 divided by 29, it is not divisible by 29. Now once you have identified that 883 is not divisible by any prime number which is less than square root of 883. Square root of 883 will be approximately 28 point something or 29 point something. So To figure out whether 883 is a prime or not, we check for all the prime numbers which are less than 29, less than or equal to 29. That ensures that 883 is a prime number. So 2649, if you're writing it as a prime factorization, it is 3 into 883. So the number of factors of 2649 will be, this is 3 to the power 1 into 883 to the power 1. The number of factors will be 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. Okay guys, I'll be giving you the next set. But before we go to the next set, please do let me know if you have checked out the Cracku Quant Rush. This is being taken by hundreds of students. This I think is a very good way in which you can practice CAT level questions without facing that nervousness or that anxiety which is always associated with the timers. So definitely do check it out. And if you have a high score in the Cracku Quant Rush, Supraja is saying yes, she has taken it. Did you like it, Supraja? Do let us know. The link to take the Cracku Quant Rush is given in the description of this video, or you can just Google search Cracku Quant Rush. I think it is very, very good. Let us solve the next set. It is on your screen. Okay, Supraja is saying she loved it. Thanks a lot. Mukundaga and Shivashankari also found it very useful. Hot water. Kunal saying, sir, revision, yeah, mocks, what should be the focus now? I would say mock should always be the focus, but you should take one mock every weekend. Don't take too many mocks. Take one mock every weekend and revise in between the mocks. That I think should be ideal. But could you explain the equation you wrote in case of carry? 10 plus a minus 1 minus g is equal to 3. I usually find quant-based LRs to be on the difficult side. How to improve? So basically, I was saying that if you have mango, how much time is there? Okay, I'll explain it. Suppose you have mango here and you have golf here. This difference is 3651. Now, we figured out from over here that the value of m will be equal to 1. The value of a is 2 or 3. And the value of g is 8 or 9. This we figured out. Now, from this side, if you're trying to do it, O is equal to f plus 1. And if you're looking at this one, g minus l, we are getting 5. Now, either g is greater than l, in which case g minus l is 5, which is fine, or g is less than l. If g is less than l, there will be carry from over here. Because if you look at any subtraction, suppose you're looking at say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus some number like say 8, 6, 5, 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Here 4 minus 5, 4 minus 5, 4 is less than 5. So how are you going to do the subtraction? You are going to borrow 1 from 3. So you will make this 3 as 2, you will make this 4 as 14. And you will subtract 14 minus 5, which is 9. That is what I was saying over here. If you're looking at g minus l is equal to 5, either g is greater than l, in which case we are getting 5, or g is less than l, in which we borrow 1 from the side and it becomes 10 plus g minus l is equal to 5. I think this is what you're talking about. Or it will be something similar over here also. The idea will be the same. Okay. Let us try to answer this question, guys. In this question, we are told that there are 8 teams which qualified for the tournament. They are India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Australia, New Zealand, West Indies, Bangladesh, South Africa. There are 8 friends. The names of the friends are Arun, Basu, Chirag, Dheeraj, Ishwar, Farhan, Gaurav and Himesh. Okay. The following table gives the predictions of the 8 friends about the winner of the tournament and the runner-up, losers winner and losers final and the 4 quarterfinalists. Now this is the predictions that are given. Now what we are told is that all the 8 friends made predictions, but they got different number of predictions correct. Exactly 3 friends got all the teams who got eliminated in the quarterfinals correct. So one thing you should identify is there are 8 friends and there are what is the number of predictions that somebody can get correct? What is the highest? He can get all the 8 to be correct. He can get the 4 quarterfinalists to be correct. He can figure out who lost the semi-final, who was the losing semi-finalist, who is the runner-up, who is the winner. All of them correct. So the highest will be 8. What is the second highest predictions that somebody can get correct? It can be 7. But can it be really 7? Is it possible that somebody got 7 predictions correct and 1 prediction wrong? Then you have to identify that what can that 1 prediction be wrong. Can they, for example, get all the 4 quarterfinalists to be correct, and they can get the semi-finalists to be correct, and they can get the losing semi-finalist to be correct, and the runner-up to be correct, but they got just the winner wrong. If they got the winner wrong, they have to put the winner somewhere else. It won't happen that you are getting only 1 number wrong or 1 entry wrong. You will have to get at least 2 entries wrong. Because if you are getting the finalist to be, if you are getting the winner to be wrong, you must, and suppose the winner is say Australia. Just to give you an example, suppose the winner of the tournament is Australia and you name the winner to be say India. So this is wrong. That is fine. But then you must have placed Australia also somewhere, right? You must have placed Australia as say the runner-up. Then you are getting the runner-up also wrong. Or you must have placed Australia as the semi-finalist. Then you would have gotten the semi-finalist wrong. It won't happen that you are getting just 1 wrong. Wherever you got that 1 wrong, you place some other number in some other place, so you will get at least 2 wrong. So essentially what we are saying is that 7 cannot be wrong. You can get 6 predictions correct. You can get 5 predictions correct and 3 predictions wrong. How can you get 5 predictions correct and 3 predictions wrong? Suppose you have, you put Australia as the winner. Suppose the actual winner is say Australia, runner-up is India, and the losing semi-finalist is say Sri Lanka. Now, suppose you got all the remaining 5 correct. But amongst Australia, India and Sri Lanka, you can get all the 3 wrong. You can, for example, name the winner as Sri Lanka, losing semi-finalist as Australia, and the third guy as India. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, but the remaining 5 are correct. So you can get 5 correct, you can get 4 correct, you can get 3 correct, you can get 2 correct, or you can get 1 correct, or you can get 0 correct. But you can't get exactly 7 correct and 1 wrong. That is basically something that we should understand. So some friend got 8 correct, some friend got 6 correct, some friend got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0 correct. We are also told that there are 3 friends who got all the quarterfinalists to be correct. Now if you are looking at the quarterfinalists, this would imply that there are 3 friends who put the quarterfinalists as the same. There should be 3 friends who gave the same list of 4 people who lost out in the quarterfinals. Now if say one of them is Arun, we are just trying to figure out who those 3 are. Arun put Australia, Bangladesh, New Zealand and India. So the second person cannot be Basu because Basu has South Africa in it. It cannot be Chirag because Chirag has Sri Lanka. It cannot be Dheeraj. It cannot be Ishwar. It cannot be Farhan. He has Pakistan. It cannot be Gaurav. Gaurav has Sri Lanka. It cannot be Himesh because Himesh has South Africa. So this guy cannot be Arun. The guy who out of the 3 guys who gave the same name as quarterfinals, one of them cannot be Arun. Can it be Basu? Basu gave India, West Indies, Pakistan and South Africa. You will notice that Chirag did not give Pakistan, Dheeraj did not give Pakistan, Ishwar did not give Pakistan, Farhan gave Pakistan but Farhan also gave Sri Lanka, so it is not Farhan, it is not Gaurav and it is not Himesh because they didn't give Pakistan. So it is also not Basu. So one amongst the 3 is not Arun, it is not Basu. Can it be Chirag? Chirag gave Sri Lanka, New Zealand, Bangladesh and Australia. So if Chirag is one of the 3, the next guy cannot be Dheeraj because Dheeraj gave West Indies. Ishwar gave New Zealand, Australia, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, which is exactly the same. Farhan gave Sri Lanka, India is not there, so it is not Farhan. Gaurav gave Australia, New Zealand, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, so it is Gaurav. So you will notice that Chirag, Ishwar and Gaurav gave the same list of 4 teams which lost out in the quarterfinals. So the 3 people who gave the same list have to be these 3. There is no other alternative. So let us draw a table here. The table will have 1, 2, 3, 8 rows. And it will have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Arun. This is Basu. This is Chirag, Dheeraj, Ishwar, Farhan, Gaurav, and Himesh. This is the winner, runner-up, losing finalist, some semi-finalist, and the number that they got in the quarterfinals correct. Chirag got all the 4 correct. Ishwar got all the 4 correct. Gaurav got all the 4 correct. How many did Arun get correct? The 4 are New Zealand, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Australia. These are the guys who lost out in the quarterfinals. So Arun got Australia, Bangladesh, and New Zealand correct. So he got 3 correct. Basu got none of the 4 correct. So Basu got 0 correct. Dheeraj got New Zealand correct. That's it. New Zealand, South Africa. Yeah. Dheeraj got 1 correct. Farhan got Sri Lanka, not India, New Zealand, not Pakistan. So Farhan got 2 correct. Himesh got West Indies, no. Bangladesh, not India. Okay. Himesh got 1 correct. So now immediately you will identify that the person who got none of them correct is Basu. This guy got 0 correct because everybody else got at least 1 correct in the quarterfinals. And the person who got all the 8 correct has to be either Chirag or Ishwar or Gaurav. One of these has to be the case. There is no other alternative. And in this kind of a question, we have to just assume that first Chirag got all of them correct, or we have to assume that Ishwar got all of them correct, or Gaurav got all of them correct. And then we have to see if the number of people who got the teams correct are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No 7 and 8. So basically, we have to consider all the 3 cases. That is the easiest and the quickest way to do it. Now, let us first consider that Chirag got all of them correct. If Chirag got all of them correct, let me draw another table. Here, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Three zero four 1 4 2 4 1. Now I'm assuming that Chirag got all of them correct. So if Chirag got all of them correct, the team which won is West Indies. The second team is India. Next is Pakistan. And next is South Africa. So let us try to figure out how many A would have gotten correct. A did not get SA correct. A did not get SL correct. A did not get West Indies correct. And A did not get Pakistan correct. So A got 3. B would have gotten 0. You can check out that B got none of them correct. How many did D get correct? D, Australia is not correct. Sri Lanka is not correct. Pakistan is correct. South Africa is not correct. So total that D got is 2. Let us see how many H got correct. Because I want to figure out who got actually 1 correct. 0 is Basu. In this particular case, 2 is Dheeraj. So if Himesh got 1 correct, then we are fine. So let us see how much Himesh got. Himesh got Australia, which is not correct. Second is India, which is not correct. Next is Sri Lanka, which is not correct. Next is Pakistan, which is not correct. So this guy got 1 correct. Next, if you are looking at Gaurav. Gaurav got Pakistan wrong. West Indies wrong. India wrong. And South Africa correct. So Gaurav got 5 correct. Next, E and F. F is Farhan. Farhan got South Africa wrong. Bangladesh wrong. Australia wrong. And West Indies wrong. So Farhan also got 2 correct. So Dheeraj and Farhan, both of them got 2 correct. So it is not Chirag who got all of them correct. Let us now look at Ishwar. Let us assume that Ishwar got all of them correct. So what are the countries that Ishwar wrote? Ishwar wrote winner is SA. Second is West Indies. Third is India. And fourth is Pakistan. Now assuming this, let us try to identify how many A got correct. A is Arun. SA is correct. Windies is wrong. This also is wrong. and Pakistan is correct. So A got 5 correct. B got 0 correct. C got West Indies wrong. Second is India wrong. Third is Pakistan wrong. Fourth is SA wrong. So C got 4 correct. Next is Dheeraj. Dheeraj got Australia wrong. Sri Lanka wrong. Pakistan wrong. And Bangladesh wrong. So D got 1 correct. E got all 8 correct because we are assuming that this guy is the actual guy who got all of them correct. Next, Farhan. Farhan got SA correct. Windies wrong. Australia wrong. West Indies wrong. So this guy got 3 correct. Gaurav got Pakistan wrong. West Indies correct. India correct. And Pakistan wrong. So he got 6 correct. Last, if you're looking at Himesh, he got Australia wrong, New Zealand wrong, Sri Lanka wrong, and Pakistan correct. So he got 2 correct. So now you can see that we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So the correct answer is Ishwar. Ishwar got all of them correct. You can put the input as Gaurav also, you will get some contradiction or the other. But once we got a correction, once we got a set where all of them are actually matching, we can just go ahead and answer the questions that that follow. Yeah, intuitionally I felt Ishwar got all of them correct. Yeah, that I think is fine. A good set, sir. Will this be considered medium or hard? I would say this set will be considered medium. How many predictions did Basu get correct? Basu got 0 correct. Which team was the runner-up in the tournament? Runner-up in the tournament is basically based on Ishwar, West Indies. The correct answer is option C. How many friends correctly predicted the position of New Zealand? New Zealand lost out in the quarters, right? So how many people put New Zealand in the quarters? That should be the answer. That will be Arun, not this guy, Chirag, Dheeraj, Ishwar, Farhan, Gaurav, and not Himesh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will be the answer. 6 people put New Zealand going out in the quarters. Among the following teams, the position of which team was predicted correctly by maximum number of friends? I think New Zealand was pretty good. But here New Zealand is not given in the options. The options are only West Indies, India, and Pakistan. West Indies. Okay, West Indies came here. Basu got none of them correct. So West Indies, we have 2. Ishwar and Gaurav. India is this guy and this guy. Ishwar and Gaurav again. So again 2. Pakistan is this guy Arun, Ishwar, and Himesh. So Pakistan people guessed 3 of them guessed. So the correct answer will be Pakistan, which is option C. Okay guys, that is it for today. We will not be solving any more questions, but I will be answering some of the questions that you guys have asked me earlier. So if you are looking to answer questions, there are no more questions. Is dash CAT mock level same as CAT? I got 89% last year without any preparation, but I'm getting very less mark. Percentile varies between 50 marks and sometimes 80s. Don't worry about these things, Bhavani. Focus on just improving your scores. I would say dash CATs are slightly tougher than CAT, but they're not very difficult. We can also set papers to be on the extremely easy side, but we are trying to match the difficulty of CAT to that of CAT 2024. We are trying to make it slightly tougher than CAT 2024, because of which maybe your marks are decreasing. Don't worry about it. Just put in the effort and believe in the process. Vikumatre, sir, in the percentile predictor, how do we rate the relevance of the profile? Don't worry about the relevance of the profile, man. Relevance of the profile doesn't matter in the shortlisting. In the shortlisting, the only thing that matters is how much work X you have and your academic scores, not the relevance of your job. Shri Mukesh, how much should we score in DILR to clear the cutoff? I think if you solve 2 sets, you will definitely clear the cutoff. If you solve 1 set, maybe you will miss out on the cutoff. I'll answer 2 more questions and then we'll end the stream. दिव्यान सर मैं खुद से LRDI सेट नहीं कर पाता हूँ, सॉल्यूशन देखता हूँ तो हो जाता है। खुद से सॉल्व करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? खुद से सॉल्व करने के लिए काफ़ी मेहनत करना चाहिए और अपने आप एफर्ट भी लगाना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि तुम सिर्फ क्वेश्चन देख रहे हो और 5-10 मिनट देख रहे हो और तुम्हें लग रहा है कि सॉल्व नहीं हो पा रहा है और अगले क्वेश्चन के लिए जा रहे हो या वीडियो सोल्यूशन देख रहे हो। अगर ऐसा करोगे तो तुम इंप्रूव नहीं हो, यू वोंट इंप्रूव। व्हाट आई थिंक इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज यू हैव टू पुट इन दैट एफर्ट। एक LRDI सेट सॉल्व करने के लिए 20 मिनट, 25 मिनट, आधा घंटा कोशिश करो, मेहनत करो, डिफरेंट तरीके इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश करो। अगर नहीं हो रहा है तब वीडियो सोल्यूशन देखो, और जब वीडियो सोल्यूशन देख रहे हो तब सोचो कि वीडियो सोल्यूशन में क्या डिफरेंट है तुम्हारे मेथड से। Aditya Mulani Singh, sir, what about the t-shirt? Okay, man, Aditya, I think you'll get the t-shirt. Please do send a mail. To support@cracku.in and we'll check your profile and we'll send you a Cracku t-shirt. Well done.